welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He wants to change this route. Moore. He's going for it all. All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Moore to the air. This time he's got his man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
He wants to go deep. Makes a deep grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Throwing, Carr. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the...
He wants to take the top off. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop,
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Carr. Makes a man miss. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Snags it, and there's running room. Got some room into the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Sends it back in motion. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Moore will throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense in a bunch formation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Now here's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's Carr to throw. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every position.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Dante Moore. Pressure coming. And they got him.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
In the gun on third down, Moore. A strike downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage.
Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And the Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments.
Booster. Slot. Go.
Again, it's Moore. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready. Blue 30. Ready, go.
Hands it off. Finding an escape route.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback keeper. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Moore finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Might be changing the route. Moore from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Demon Deacons, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Carr above the noise. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Dumps it to the back. Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They go to the ground. Maybe a crease. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing. Carr. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they wanted to have, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Here's Moore to throw. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Throwing more. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. He might want another play.
Sweep, sweep. Ready, go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Carr from the gun on third down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Ready, go.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Carr finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense? Forget the field goal. I don't want the field goal. Fourth and long, I like my chances. This offense does a great job. Nice execution.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. In the gun on third down. Moore escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Throwing, Carr. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Caught. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Swings it out to his running back. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.